Hey everybody, it's MD Arsenal TV. Yes, I'm here again. You know what? I just recorded my first video, and yes, I said to you, you know what? I'm new to this whole YouTube scene, everything like that. And I put the comments off and I put it for kids. I didn't swear, which kept it PG, which is all good. But now I'm bringing my transfers and my perspective of what I think needs to happen in this transfer window. We've already spoken about the left centre mid. And it looks like it's adamant and it's actually going to get done. We're going to have Mourinho. Personally, you know what would have been nice and a fresh perspective is if the deal was done today. Just because, no, we need to integrate him into the team. Obviously, he might not be match fit and match ready. I know he's done training and he hasn't really been placed. And even Sociedad basically said, you know what, we haven't really placed him in a team like that because obviously he's going to be moving to another club, which is we're linked with him. So hopefully that deal gets done. It would just be nice to integrate him in the team because obviously they're going to have a little rest day in between because obviously they played yesterday. But yeah, I think he needs to get brought up to speed as quick as possible, and we need him for this next game. We need that next game. I think it's Brighton that we're playing next as well, and they had a very good result in their first game, so they look dangerous. So we need that left centre mid position solidified, solid. Get down. Hopefully the deal gets done today. A lot of outlets are basically saying that the deal was done ages ago. It felt like Calafiori daily. That's what it felt like until he actually came. And you know what? I even saw the expression on his face when he actually did his whole interview and his whole scenes. Is this real? This should have been done time ago, in my perspective. Like, the business is done slow. And don't get me wrong, I'm not one of these people that know about finances and all of these kind of things and what goes on in the background and what on the scene and this, that, and the other. But at the same time, like, it's pretty bad business. Like, if I'm bad at my job, if I go into my job and basically say to myself, you know what, I ain't gonna work for a whole month and I'm just gonna do the minimum basic and bare bones, that company's gonna pick me up instantly and say, what's going on with you? Is there something happening with you? Are you good? That's how I feel, and that's what Arsenal fans feel. And this is why it's been spread like widely on the news that basically Arteta has already suggested in his past interviews that you know what, you need to be up to speed and get the players that you want and integrate them into the team and have them be around the players just because it's a change of environment and obviously now working in a new system and getting instructions from a new manager, etc., needs to be done quickly. And I feel like we got up to speed with that last season with the players coming in so quick. All the transfers were like bang, bang, bang. And I was like, yes, chilling out. Summer's good. Eating with the family, relaxing, chilling. Because transfers were done so quick. It feels like this transfer window has got such a strain on it. Like, deals are dragging on week by week. The fans are getting impatient because it's just taking too long. It feels like the old Arsenal situations that used to be. Oh, Arsenal are linked with Julian Draxler for the year, and it doesn't get done. Benzema, Higuain. How many transfers have gone past where we could have signed players? Were we actually ever in for them? But obviously the media wasn't as solid, and social media has now evolved. So now everything's quick. You get things face value. As soon as the story's linked, bang, it's out there. Everybody's aspects and everybody's phones are tuned into this. And this is the situation that's happening. And now, because we're now trying to compete for the league, myself as a fan basically just thinks things need to get sped up. If you've got outgoings, get outgoings out. But don't make us look like a desperate club either. Because if we're supposed to be like gigantic, like a club that makes a lot of revenue and worldwide known, don't you're making us look like we're small fry when we're not. We're not a small fry club. Ticket seasons, revenue, deals go in place from other companies trying to build their businesses off of us and get. We get paid from them in a subscription. Now this Adidas deal, Adidas Originals, 17 T-shirts coming out and 18 tops in the year. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but you know, we have multiple kits, trainers coming out. Like, we're pushing that revenue, and people, as us as fans, eat that up. We're serving that up quick, because as soon as something comes out, and we're such in line, the bloodline of this club, like, that's how I feel like a fan. Even though I can't get down to the stadium because I live in Nottingham, but when I was in London, like, going to games, I am the bloodline and the DNA, and every single fan feels like that. That electricity, that when we're all singing together, rejoicing the victories, like, it feels like a new aura in myself. And I'm not saying aura because of the whole California thing. Bun that. That's not me. Like, that's not me. But it just feels we need more. And like, we're so, our receptors are so tuned in to what this club's doing. And when the club is not doing business and not making things happen, we get frustrated. And it isn't the case that we're getting frustrated by the club. Well, yeah, it is actually, because we've been heartbroken in the past. With this, like, we moved from Highbury to the Emirates to compete and basically be in an elite situation when it comes to conversations of winning trophies. That's the heartbreak. So when you get us this close in the last 2 seasons, don't expect people to actually, like, not care, because we care. We love this club. We don't want to put videos out there for negative views. We don't want to say anything negative about our club. Like, we bleed it. And I know that it's hard for an outsider to know the perspective, but when you're so involved in something and you breathe that, like, when it comes to the season starting and the game starting thick and fast, and I'm watching everything, and my team's playing and we're winning, it brings a new, like, Arsenal for me. I'm so in tuned into it that it can ruin my whole week if we don't win and we don't perform. But once we win, I've got the best week, and that's how I feel as a fan. I don't know if like, obviously, it might not be that serious for other people, but that's how in tune I am with the club that I actually support. I love this club with all my heart. My family, obviously, that's set in stone. They're my foundation. But this is like my baby as well. Like, and it's just real. So I think that we need to keep the business moving forward. Left centre mid, get me Mikel Merino. Please announce it today or tomorrow. Get it done. So he's in training this coming week, getting used to his new peers, new system, new foundations, new manager, new tactics, etc., etc. So he's up to speed and willing to come on, and that will give him fire in the belly. One, for playing for a new club and wanting to stamp his authority on this situation, and two, basically just having a new environment and atmosphere, and just basically with people embracing him and just actually supporting him. Then right wing, left wing, we need one of them. Mostly right. Saka, we cannot bleed him dry. But then, well, like, I think to myself, my star boy is world class. But then other people are like, yeah, it's not really like that. But because he doesn't have the trophies and medals and situation. But at the same time, I think he's got a high IQ. He's a very intelligent player for a young age, and he's got hunger and desire. He doesn't just play to play. He plays to win. And I can see that now. His demeanor has completely changed. I've seen him grow up, just obviously when Unai Emery basically integrated him into the team to where he is now. He's came on leaps and bounds, but his ceiling It will get higher, because I just feel like he's a player that basically wants to get his ceiling higher. But it's always nice for competition to come in, because you know what, that feeds your stomach, that feeds the desire, feeds the burn. I want to do better. I want to stamp this authority on this position. This is my position. You cannot take it. And that's the fire I would love to have in Saka's belly, because I feel like his development would just even go higher. But then goal and assist just shuts everybody up again. And that's what I love about him. He's our star boy. Up front, I know that we've got 3 people, and you've got to look at the wage bill and look at the wages that our strikers are on at the moment, and think to yourself, why would the Cronkies or the higher ups basically allow another person to come in? If you basically have got 3 people on big wages, why can't they do their job? And you know what? 2 of them are. I love Eddie Nketiah as well. He's came from hell, and I have utmost respect for a person that's done that. And obviously I can't criticise him, because he bleeds the shirt as well, which I want him to shut me up and do the best that he can and just shut all the haters up. But at the moment, in the seasons that he's been here, he hasn't done that, and he's had opportunities. So if he does stay, I just hope he can get his head down and push all of that past. I'll support him. I will support Eddie no matter what. But it's just, I'd love somebody else, a new addition, to come in. And then if this is a case that basically he has to fight, and he's in 3rd spot at the moment. Eddie's not in 1st or 2nd. He's in 3rd spot. So he just really needs to take a look at himself and think to yourself, you know what, I bleed this shirt. I came from here. I come from the academy. I was brought up on this DNA of this club. Like every single fan that basically has ever supported Arsenal since they were young, you bleed that shirt. I know that we're not on the pitch, but we're like the 12th man. We are the 12th man. You know? And that's how I feel. I just hope that he can do what he can do for himself in his career path. If he stays, I will be a tiny bit disappointed if we don't bring another striker. But you know what? If he stays, he has to prove his worth. Like, for me, everybody was saying Martinelli's big breakout season. If Eddie stays, and Reece Nelson, another person that always bleeds the shirt and has got the Arsenal DNA, they need to push on significantly. They need to say to themselves, you know what? Take a look in the mirror and say, you know what? I want great things for myself at this club. This is my club. I've bled this club. I've grown and breathed this club. Every single wake up moment I have and an opportunity to play for this club, I want to do great. But anyway, that's enough waffle. For me, transfer-wise, I'm just saying, you know what? I'm going to bring you a little bit more of an in-depth video later on. I've got to go out there and do my research. New to the channel, like I said I was earlier on when I broadcasted my first video. I just want to bring substance and my substance towards this YouTube scene and break up the 2 channels. Obviously, I'm always going to be doing my gaming. I'm a gamer, you know, but then I'm a football head and I like to go out there. I do 5-a-side and play football as well, so, you know. And my daughter plays football, and I do a little bit of managing on the coaching side on that situation. So it's quite nice. It's quite nice. But yeah, anyway, this is MDZ TV, if you're looking at the game channel, and MD Arsenal TV. Salute, people. Thank you for, you know what, just giving me your time. I've had a couple of views on my other videos, and I really appreciate that. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.